Let's take you back to one of our top stories this hour. The Senzo Meyiwa murder trial postponed yet again to the 5th of May. This is to allow advocate Charles Mnisi to prepare his representation of accused one Muzi Sibiya. Now, Mnisi was previously given 2 months to familiarise himself with Sibiya's case, following the passing of his lawyer, Tulani Mngomezulu, in December last year. So what is next for the accused? We're joined now by legal analyst Melusi Xulu. Melusi, thanks very much indeed for joining us. So we're saying the 5th of May is when we'll return to court, but really that's for advocate Charles Mnisi to report back to the court. He has been given until the 19th of May to get his ducks in a row, right?
Yes, good afternoon to you, Michelle, and to the viewers at home. Yes, in court, the matter was postponed to the 5th of May so that he can come and confirm that he's ready. But through the reports that I read, I saw that he's almost ready. He just needs to, finish up the last part of the preparation. So hopefully on the 5th, he'll come back and say he's ready for the trial to start on the 19th of May.
So last week... Sorry, Melusi. Last week, Judge Rata Mokhlatleng said that Mnisi was abusing the court process by asking for yet another postponement. This week, he seems convinced by Mnisi's arguments. What Mnisi has said for his part is that we need to keep in mind that this is someone who faces a life sentence in prison, and it's very difficult to prepare as a lawyer feeling as if there's a gun to your head. Would you agree with that assessment?
Yes, I mean, he had to read 40,000 pages of records. But I think the good thing about this is that he's already in the matter. So there are certain parts of the evidence that he's already aware of, but he still needs to prepare properly for the accused or accused one, Muzi Sibiya. So it does make sense that he will need more time so that he can properly prepare, because let us remember that the right to a fair trial is a constitutional right that must be respected as well, even if it takes a little bit longer. But as he said, he's now almost ready, so hopefully the trial will continue once again.
Yeah, but he has had time, hasn't he, Melusi? He's had some weeks, over 2 months, I believe. Would that not have been enough?
I think from a practical point of view, it's a matter of asking whether he does have any other matters besides this one, because in 2 months, if I'm not mistaken, it could be that, he has other matters to attend to. So as a person who's practicing as an advocate, he has to also allocate time to do other matters, unless he has a team of junior advocates that can assist him, which we are not privy to that information. So I do agree. It looks like it was some time that was enough, but we do not know how it does practically. It could be that he had other matters that he had to attend to besides this matter.
Right, right. It's also important to note, around the accused's right to a fair trial. But Judge Rata Mokhlatleng also, again, pointing out that that right does not only apply to the accused, but to the state as well, to the witnesses that have come to court time after time, only to be told that the case has been postponed.
Yes, I mean, if we talk about, justice in itself, we're not only talking about justice for the victim and for the victim's family, we're also talking about justice for the accused. The same thing as well, when you talk about the right to a fair trial, it must be fair to everybody else. So yes, there needs to be a balance, but at the end of the day, the person who is faced with a life sentence is the accused, and possibly, he might be given more time to prepare properly. So I do agree that, yes, we also have to think about the state as well. But I think it's just a matter of, balancing and giving maybe the accused a little bit more time, because, I mean, he did not decide or choose for him to be in this state. But hopefully, as I said before, by the 19th, the matter will start or continue, rather.
So we're well into the 11th year now since Senzo Meyiwa was killed. I think probably for the family members involved, they would have wanted to see the case further along, even by the 10-year mark. The fact that the state is now almost at the end of its case, according to our reporter, Linda Mnisi, who's tracking the story, what does that signal to you about just how much more time is needed for us to actually get to the point of judgment?
I think it's going to take some time because, we're still going to see whether the accused will apply for Section 174 or they'll decide to go on the witness stand, which I believe accused one and accused number two, because they have those confessions that was an issue that have been allowed as evidence. So they might need to get on the stand. So it might take some time as well, but I need to appreciate rather for the nation how the current judge really picked the case when it started afresh or de novo, and he made sure that it's a little bit faster than it was before compared to the previous judge. But hopefully now that it's clear that the case is continuing when Mnisi is back, Advocate Mnisi, it will continue as expected, and hopefully there won't be any hiccups, because unfortunately Advocate Ngomezulu passed away when he was one of the key players in this case. But I believe that at the end of the day, justice will be done, whether it's for the accused or it's for the victims.